Simi selects India's most desirable.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to our season finale. In the last 20 weeks, I selected the most desirable icons of India and presented them to you on my show. You saw various facets of their personality, bringing you closer to your objects of desire. So let's celebrate those stunning singles who you may never again see together on one show. Blessed with beautiful, coveted faces, famous names, ample wealth, and five-star celebrity, they are the golden boys and girls of this generation. But who are they as people? When the lights go off and they go back home, who are they when no one's watching? Some confessions.
I'm very, very sensitive, very emotional. I think there's this mothering side to me as well, I think.
I'm a bit of an introvert. If I have an issue with something and something is bothering in my life, I find it really uncomfortable to actually speak. I try to lock it up, I try to bottle it up. I know one day it's just going to explode. But so far, that's just a part of my personality.
You know, to me, the name Siddhartha is a hell of a lot more important than the name Malia. And when I'm remembered for that, then I'll be happy with what I have, but not just because I was fortunate enough to be born into a family. So to me, the wealth doesn't mean anything.
A lot of fears. Am I going to ever work again? But there's definitely fear of being toppled over. Like, oh, we've had enough of that Indian girl.
And the only way to make a bully shut up is to bully them back. Why? I'm not Mahatma Gandhi. I'm not going to turn my left cheek and be like, slap me back.
I'm socially very shy. I'm to the point of saying that I'm socially uncomfortable. People used to think that I have an attitude or I don't, things like that because I was just shy. I didn't know what to say and I felt like I'm going to make a fool of myself.
I don't really give a damn about others. I'm quite cool that way. I'm not really comfortable in award functions. I'm not really comfortable in chat shows. Honestly, I don't know how to react to a crowd. If they scream my name or if they shout my name.
Yes.
For 3 months, I wouldn't get out of my house because I just did not know how to react because I used to feel they want my autograph. I mean, did they really want my autograph? I swear I used to feel like that.
I'm a control freak and I like to be physically in control of myself, and subconsciously I start controlling everybody and everything around me.
I fake it all the time. Like I'm always putting on this act of being this happy person with a sense of humor, with a certain flamboyance. A lot of it is a facade.
My flaws? Oh, I don't have any, honey.
Before giving your heart, it's prudent to know the exact relationship status right at the beginning.
I'm always available. If you have my number, I'm always available.
I think not consciously, but maybe subconsciously, I am looking for love.
I don't have any space for a girlfriend in my life.
Well, I'm pretty much in a relationship at the moment, yes. Yeah.
The honest truth is, I'm 28 years old. I don't have a girlfriend. When I did have, I was really open about it.
I am single. I'm open to the fact that I can fall in love.
It's great to be single, because then you're always available.
I have been in love a couple of times and I still am.
I'm open to any type of relationship.
Are you single now?
Yes, absolutely.
I always meet you when you're single.
I'm not coming to your show next time.
Don't you come again. I want to see you as a bride next time.
Oh, no. No, give me some time to find him first.
I don't have a relationship right now. I haven't had one for a while. I'm too scared, too worried to fall in love, too worried to commit to a relationship, too worried, period.
No romantic relationship?
No, at the moment.
Don't you miss the nagging of a woman?
Oh, trust me, I do.
Single life is great too.
Which is better?
Being in love. There's nothing like being in love. Absolutely.
Yes, there's nothing like being in love, if the right person comes along. So what do they desire in their partner and what's the big turn on?
I'm really embarrassed to say this, but since you're asking, I think lips. I think I'm kind of attracted to lips.
The most attractive quality in a woman is her hair. And then, of course, the eyes.
I get taken by radiant skin.
Honestly, I don't know what I'm looking for in a man, so I need to figure that out.
Maybe I like girls who talk a lot. So, girls who talk a lot. I like girls like you.
Strange stuff like good personal hygiene, good general knowledge.
He needs to calm me down. Otherwise, I cannot be. It would not be a good relationship. Oh God, I'm never gonna have a boyfriend. I just said that. I'm serious.
There's something about good English diction that really gets me.
Anyone who finds me attractive, anyone who is interested in me, I'm not interested in at all. Period.
I'm just a girl who wants somebody to make me feel like nothing else in the world is more important. That's it.
I'm looking for my dad in every man.
every guy. That's the trouble, you know.
Like they don't make those kind of guys anymore.
When you're in your 20s, it's all about dating, love, and romance, isn't it?
I'm a romantic person in life.
So you're
I'm a big
romantic?
romantic.
What is a romantic? What do you like if you're romantic?
I'm a romantic.
I think I'm a contradiction. Somewhere I am very emotional, sentimental, and romantic, but I also think with my head. Like, I don't let my emotions run away with me as well. So yeah, I don't know what to call myself. I'm confused.
I've been in 3 relationships in my life. I would like to believe that I was in love. I would like to believe that the girl was in love with me, and I would like to believe that we were the best lovers in the world.
I'm not one to have frivolous relationships. You're in it just to have fun. Then for me, then I'd rather not be in a relationship.
I'm not really the type. I mean, to be honest, I was never the commitment type. I was never the dating type.
What is a boyfriend anyway?
I'm not a relationship kind of guy. I'm not good in relationships. If
Why?
Anushka's analysis is anything to go by, I'm too self-absorbed.
Self-centered,
Maybe.
self-absorbed.
Maybe she's right. But then she keeps saying these things.
I think the best thing for an actor is to date an ordinary, simple girl because it kind of brings back a certain amount of normalcy into your life.
What's a date? I've not gone on a... What is a date? Like, what's that? Like, I mean, as in what defines, like, what do you mean? As in what? like a boy, girl, like you're going with some interest in each other?
When I get in a relationship, I'm a very serious person and I give my time and I don't muck around.
I mean, it's always fun to really, woo a girl. I think that chase is really important. It's that extra heartbeat when you send a message and, what is she going to reply and what's she going to think?
I've been in love like maybe once.
There's no other way to love, I believe. If you love, it should be crazy. It shouldn't make sense. It should be completely insane. There's no other way of loving. There's no way of being careful in love. I don't understand that.
And I always believe, there are too many mediocre things in life. Love should not be. Love should be spectacular or it's not love.
I'm not a romantic.
Oh God.
I find the concept very, very corny. I just don't get it.
Well, heartbreakers also go through heartbreak. Who hasn't loved and lost? An affair ends. You can come out bitter and angry, or more fragile and vulnerable, or stronger with a will to move on. So I wondered, how do they manage their emotions?
Have you been through a heartbreak?
Yes, I have been. It was very hard. It was very tough to come out of it. It was great at the start, but as I said, love is not always enough. But you learn, you grow as a person in every relationship, and you try not to do the same mistakes in your next one.
I know that you had a very long, tempestuous relationship with Bipasha for 8.5 years.
I probably wasn't ready to commit at a point of time when the relationship needed culmination. It is painful after a long relationship, but at the same time, you have to move on. Life goes on. We had a beautiful relationship, but it doesn't exist anymore.
Of course, everybody goes through that hurting phase.
How did you deal with it, Deepika?
I think my work kept my mind occupied. The fact that I decided to pull myself up and say, listen, you're young. You're one of India's
most desirable.
Yeah. And that these things happen.
It's not a happy emotion. Yes, you do feel a sense of vacuum inside. Life changes. You spend so much of quality time with somebody, speaking to somebody, and suddenly that person's not there.
I think that's also one thing I learned from my past relationship. To not be entirely dependent on one person. Because when that's gone, then what?
Then happiness is gone.
So you can't allow somebody else to be the driving force of your happiness.
Yes, only you are in charge of your happiness. We look at these amazing achievers, and I know that many of you aspire to be like them. You may think, oh well, they were lucky. It came easy for them. It didn't.
I had no godfather. I had no connections. I got rejected a million times.
Don't tell me.
Doesn't look Indian, looks too Indian. Too skinny, not too tall. It's tough.
I got rejected, I think, more than 200 times. Yeah. And I meet all those guys who rejected me now with a big smile on my face.
I went to this girls' hostel. That was the cheapest place I could afford. We are going for auditions. We are eating jam, achar and bread for the longest time. And
no money.
No money. And sometimes I really felt that, I don't want to be here because I can't deal with it, But I would just go into a room and just, cry. But I couldn't share it with my parents.
After 8 years of playing international cricket, I got dropped for the first time. So it was really tough and people stopped believing in me. There was a time where I actually thought that, do I want to play anymore?
I was on a very shoestring budget. I used to get like $30 a week for everything. Sometimes I used to take bread from my lunch, take the bread and keep it so that I could eat it later.
What was your first job?
Actually, my very, very first job was as a waitress in Singapore. I lasted for about 4 days before I dropped everything.
And then you quit or you were fired?
I was fired.
It was very difficult. Sometimes you were just staring at the bottom of the barrel and not knowing whether it will happen.
That's right.
I don't know what made me stick out though.
Yeah, what
Maybe
did?
it was just my parents' support.
I remember having a little breakdown when I was 23, and I was telling my sister, I haven't done anything in life that I wanted to do, that I pictured myself doing at 19,
I can't even begin to tell you the number of times I have been told no in the past still is greater than the number of times I'm told yes today.
You've seen what they went through. Well, I just want to say something. You guys are at the threshold of your future. I'm sure you have a dream for yourselves, don't you? Yeah! So don't let rejection or criticism impede you. If you put your shoulder to the door and just keep at it, it will open. So have faith and believe in yourselves. Will you? Yeah! Love you. In the public eye, our men are seen as powerful and totally in control. But don't be deceived. It takes just one woman to make them melt. Welcome back. I'm a curious person, and I've learned that if you really want to know the defining core of a person, there's only one way. You have to meet their family. I was honored that parents who had never even faced a camera before came on my show, and they gave me insights that I could never have got anywhere else.
I used to think if he wasn't an actor, he would have been a lawyer, because there's no argument with him that I've ever won. Eventually, I started realizing that with Abhay, you cannot argue, just listen to him, right or wrong, just say okay and just walk away.
Even if it is wrong, he'll keep on arguing about it. You can't win him with arguments.
As you can see, I argued a lot.
Neil cannot be separated from his family. If anyone tried to take Neil away from his family, they would lose him permanently.
I'm glad my parents know me well.
People like Karan, people like Shah Rukh, you can't tell them any secrets, they cannot keep it. Shah Rukh is another one. Never tell him anything. Terrible. Karan, my goodness, उसके पेट में दर्द हो जाएगा.
So you can't keep secrets?
No, I can't.
Except your own?
Of course.
Clever guy.
I'm selfish like that.
My husband is more brash and he was more loud and he was a little bratish. Ranveer is a very soft person.
He's quite shrewd, quite smart.
I don't understand this. Mom says you're soft, Dad says you're shrewd and smart. Who's right?
Well, I'm soft, shrewd, and smart. I'm all of it.
I remember that he used to be quite embarrassed or shy if I took him to school initially in one of my fancy cars. So he wanted to be absolutely normal.
And, he's like, come on, we're going to take the Jag or the Merc or whatever. I was like, whoa, let's take a taxi instead.
Well, one thing, like his mother, he keeps on repeating sometimes.
Yeah, I repeat everything. My
Same thing he'll keep 5 times, he will say. That irritates me. Why should you go on saying the same thing? Now enough.
I'm a nag. I'm just a spoilt nag.
When there are breakups and there are divorces and homes fall apart and people separate, it's very painful. So Shahid has seen a lot, but I think he's come through tremendously for where he is today. And I'm terribly proud of the way he's come through a lot of difficult phases in our lives.
Yes, I'm very possessive about the apple of my eye. Sonakshi Sinha, not only me, even she is very possessive about me. In fact, she was very possessive, so possessive that she wouldn't even allow her mother to sit next to me. यहाँ से हटो, ये पापा के साथ, सब मैं बैठूंगी.
In the public eye, our men are seen as powerful and totally in control. But don't be deceived. It takes just one woman to make them melt. The mother.
I don't think so I could ask for a better son.
My whole life revolves around her. I think the sacrifices she's made to bring me up, only a mother can do that. And it's just, the bonding I have with her, it's very special. I'm thankful to God to have a mother like that.
The one woman in my life that I'm proud to say will always be there in my heart space and in my head space is my mother. I don't know how to express how much love I have for her.
Tell me truly, are you a mama's boy?
Yes, I am.
He is a mama's boy because I am very close to him. He kind of cares for me. He's never hurt me. He's never gone against me. So, I mean, whatever I say, he just never says no.
That's fine. I think men who love their mothers make the best husbands.
And I agree with Somi. Now, parents are so protective. We all know that. But they're also transparently honest. I just loved the private little nuggets about the kids. How do the kids feel about it? Well, watch.
He was constantly in front of the mirror. He would practice dialogues. He would recite jingles. He would be singing a song. He would be dancing. He would just enjoy watching himself in the mirror.
Mom.
Which is true now. Parents never lie. They tell you some things you don't want to hear in front of everybody.
Let out too much, Mom.
He can't hurt people. And nowadays, girls are all, they don't care, so he can't say no, he gets involved and then he can't get out of it.
I think my mom's speaking too much, but...
She came and then caught hold of one boy and then arm twisted him and then made him apologize to the other girl. So that way is a rowdy.
Why is my dad telling all this on national television? I don't understand.
No, because you seem to...
I hope you still have me on this most desirable show after my
you're very
father's
desirable.
revelations.
We are very frank with her and tell her, okay, this man has got this. Okay, my reading about this man is this. The rest is up to you.
Oh no, I'm mortified. Why? I've never spoken so much about my personal life than my parents.
I don't think Ranbir should change anything about himself because he's, like I call him Raymond. Raymond means the complete man. He's sensitive. He's everything of what a woman looks for in a man, I think.
Okay, firstly, I would like to apologize. My mother is really in love with me. So she speaks all these mushy things, but most of the things are not true. Some of them are.
At the end of the day, she got a lot of attention from the guys and she loved it. So why not bask in it?
I didn't bask in it. She's wrong. Again, we're gonna get into a fight tonight. I didn't bask in it.
Sometimes she says she loves bad boys. She says that's the kind of person she wants. Someone who has that naughty in him, rough edges in him. sometimes scares me. But I don't know what she's going to bring home.
I can't believe she said that.
What?
This is the
Bad
conversation my mother and I have when we are sitting in bed and gossiping. She can't come on national television. I can't believe it. Wait till I go home.
It's very easy to fall in love with Ranbir. Let me tell you that. It's very easy.
Sorry again.
You know, they're strong and liberated people. But as cool as they are, it was delightful to see how their faces lit up at the mere sight of their parents. Their demeanor changed. They relaxed. They felt safe. While some held back their emotions. Some were overcome.
And he protected us at that point of time from all the pain and the rejection and the comments that he had to hear. But after hearing all what he has to say now, you realize how much he has actually struggled and he's really come a long way.
I'm sorry. I know parents do this, you know, you get... It's all right. People creep into our hearts simply by exposing their own. In the penalties, an arsenal of talent announced itself. And it doesn't get much better than this. So folks, it's showtime! And then there was our Personality Cafe, displaying skills of our desirables that you never knew or saw before. So let's bring on
Personality Cafe.
What's that butter?
That's a little maida, a little cardamom.
मैं तो सांप बन गया बॉलीवुड में मेरा नाम बन गया man ever since I borrowed this tear girls everywhere say hi Ranbir
Oh, that's... These are mocktails, right?
Absolutely. No devil juice in these.
And you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive.
We called it the truth bucket. I don't know how much truth was revealed, but in the penalties, an arsenal of talent announced itself. And it doesn't get much better than this. So folks, it's showtime.
चुम्मा है तो आजा 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 आजा
Which Bollywood actress got her plastic surgery done and it completely failed on her?
Penalty.
What about the guys?
Penalty.
What is the penalty?
What's the penalty?
इतने शरीफ क्वेश्चंस पूछोगे तो क्या करूंगा मैं?
Penalty! Too much pressure, Baba.
Can I do the Matrix dodge?
No dodging.
No dodging.
Penalty.
cheater. You're a cheater. This is cheating.
You're a bad loser.
You're a cheater.
Penalty, then.
Okay, fine. Just to make you all
Penalty.
happy.
आइला मेरे साथ खाना खाने चलेगी?
If in 5 seconds you have to choose a pickup line on me, what would it be?
Do you want to ditch the rest of the crowd and go somewhere more private?
Now that you're single, can I have your number, please?
Okay, I'll give you my number. You want to hear it?
Fine penalty.
Not bad, huh? So far, no penalties.
Very good. Very good.
मेरा नाम है रिजवान खान and I'm very small. You all couldn't catch me on a question, so I'm doing this penalty for you.
I'm doing well. I don't think I'm getting any penalties.
No, you're not.
अगर सनी यहाँ पे होता तो उसका 2.5 किलो का हाथ तुझको जरूर लगता सोनू.
Dedicate a song to Deepika Padukone.
दम मारो दम.
एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो निशाद बाबू.
Do you find anything attractive about me?
About you?
So sweet.
Your floppy hair.
Thank you.
Has anyone ever broken your heart?
Yeah, all the time, Pooja.
Do you love Deepika Padukone?
You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
आए हो मेरी जिंदगी में तुम बाहर बनके.
समझना मुझको ऐसा वैसा, मेरे बटुए में है पैसा.
Are you a possessive boyfriend?
I don't show it, but I'm very possessive. Inside, it's like burning me and I'm filled with jealousy.
I love the way you carry your tattoos also, and you know what I'm getting to, right? What would you do with it?
Keep it.
Keep it?
Do you love me, darling?
Have you ever had a relationship purely based on physicality?
Yes. And your name is Krishna. Should you be asking such questions?
I thought it's all very well for a guy to be a handsome, glamorous movie star. But how does he handle women? I mean, how would he treat a girlfriend? That's important, no? So I created and mimed this character, Kiki, an insecure woman who had to be irritating and silly. I just wanted to check how he'd deal with her when he's asked those annoying questions.
Honey,
Yes, sugar.
what you thinking?
Classic question. What vacation we should take next?
Oh, nice. Darling,
Yeah.
what you thinking now?
I'm thinking, what car we drive on our vacation?
Now what you thinking?
I was thinking about the trunk and how big it should be. To put all your bags in there. And do lots of shopping. We're going to drive to the port and then we're going to take a boat.
And then we'll go where?
To a yacht.
And then from the yacht?
We'll jump into the water.
What about my bags?
I was thinking I could just tie them to your leg while we swim.
No, Abhi was true to his nature. He wouldn't go out of his way to cajole her.
Where do you see us going?
Bandra.
In our relationship, Abhay.
Oh. Still Bandra.
You know, I think Ritik has the hots for me.
Lucky you.
Aren't you jealous?
You want to have a relationship with Hrithik Roshan?
Who wouldn't?
But that's good because Priyanka's been calling me up lately and I've been holding it back for you.
You know something? I realized that Ranbir is a great boyfriend. He would do anything to please his woman, even at the cost of another.
The stunning Katrina Kaif is standing just 2 feet away. And Kiki says, "You think she's hotter than I am?"
She doesn't know how to dress.
She doesn't. "Oh, I love you, Ranbir," she says.
I thought that this would definitely irritate him.
You're watching a football World Cup final. And Kiki comes up and says, "Talk to me now. I'm going to switch off this TV. Crack. Gone. See? Gone."
I think now we really need to talk.
Talk about what,
That
darling?
was the World Cup final.
Yeah.
My favorite player, Messi, is going to shoot a goal, and you switched off the TV. Do you understand what you did? I have high blood pressure.
I'll put on the TV, darling, only because I love you.
Okay, baby.
See?
Thank you, baby. Now you can go and get me a
But
glass
the
of
match
water.
is over.
But I have Tata Sky Plus and I paused it.
Very smart, no? Now, Ranveer Singh, when he arrived for our shoot, the first thing he told my producer was, "I want to meet Kiki." But Kiki wasn't ready. You know, a girl needs time to prepare. So he used a very clever moment on set in front of my audience.
I'll do anything, but you have to ask me as Kiki.
I can't do that. It was impromptu. He just told me about his new car, so I sort of just went into that.
Darling.
Hi, darling.
My baby.
Hi, boo-boo.
Are you angry because I drove your new car?
No.
You're not angry, na? Are you angry because I put some water in the car?
Kiki.
I got some water in the car.
Kiki.
Not some water, but lot of water.
Okay, Kiki. Tell Kaka what you did.
Well, you know that car you have, the Land Rover? It's no more a Land Rover. It's got water in it because it's in the sea.
So it's a water rover, which means it's essentially not a rover, but over.
It's over and it's in the bottom of the ocean.
That's okay, Kiki. I love you anyway.
Yuvraj, on the other hand, came on set, and the first thing he told my producer was, "Please, I hope I don't have to meet Kiki because I can't handle her." Well, that was fine, you know. We had a great show, and by the end, he said, "Actually, it would have been nice if Kiki had been there." Sorry, Yuvi, it was too late. Kiki had another date.
Hi, Kiki.
Hi, Shahid.
Oh, good. You know, Shahid has dated desirable women, and I really wanted to know how he handles them.
Shahid, I know I've asked you 10 times before, but I just want to know, how much do you love me?
The most in the world.
But how much?
Too much.
Too much?
Even I don't know how much I love you.
You don't know?
It's so much that I can't feel the entirety of it.
Kiki loves you.
I am so happy that Kiki loves me.
If he got irritated, he covered it.
But you don't look very happy.
You know, when you cross a certain amount of happiness, you reach a state of Kwan. It's like a
Sasha, do you think I'm more beautiful than your last girlfriend?
My last girlfriend?
Yeah.
I don't even remember who she is. Who was she?
You don't remember her now since you met me?
Not at all. I don't remember anything since I met you.
And Kiki really made him laugh.
Kiki loves you, Shahid.
Kiki's bought you
Sorry.
Kiki's bought you a purple and black spotted jacket.
Wow.
And she says, wear it for your premiere now, darling.
Of course.
You'll wear it?
Yes. Can I only wear the jacket and nothing else because that's all you got me?
You will wear it.
Only the jacket. I'm telling you, this film's gonna open so big. After I make that appearance in that jacket, it's gonna be the front page of every paper the next morning. Yeah.
So Kiki was my little ploy, born to test a man's patience and charm. She did her job and...
I'm going now. Bye. Kiki loves you.
Are they a creation of the times or creators of the times? Tomorrow, who knows where they'll be? They may go on to become legends. But today, they are India's most desirable. I've loved meeting this exciting new generation. The young icons that gathered opposite me in this one place. I found them refreshingly honest. They're not in awe of themselves. Highly driven, love has its place, but not always the first place. I wonder, are they a creation of the times or creators of the times? Tomorrow, who knows where they'll be? They may go on to become legends. But today, they are India's most desirable.
In all tonight he has my audience screaming. Seductive, smart, and immensely talented.
She's a national award-winning actor.
He's a prince, a Bollywood prince. He's got the talent, he's got the pedigree, he's got the looks.
It's really an honor for me to be on your show.
She is India's first bona fide Hollywood star.
Gutsy, romantic, and beautiful. Well, it's great to be on your list of India's most desirable, I must say. It's very exclusive, the list.
Most eligible, most loved. Teacher's #1 sex symbol is here. He moves to his own drumming. She has it all. Vitality and a beauty that's real.
It really is an honor to be on the show.
He is new age, young, urban, cool.
Wow, very exciting.